Sounds pretty good, right? Okay. This is Storie Grubb Draws, where Storie Grubb usually draws. Yeah. One more time. In a circle, the night circle of hell. Welcome to hell, everybody. My name is Storie Grubb. Something like that. And then you can also go into a duet up here and go into... Sounds like reindeer on the rooftop. Oh, sorry. Perfect pitch. Perfect. Absolutely 1000%. Hold on a second, folks. I'm getting out of hand. Alright. And that's the meaning of life. One hand at a time. Hi everybody, my name is Storie Grubb. Happy Friday evening. I was just pulling some apple turnovers out of the fridge and I was thinking I haven't talked to people in a while. And I was thinking Hawkeye was there in my dream and I was thinking how much I wish Hawkeye could... Oh hey Hawkeye, how's it going? Yeah, hey, what's up? And then all sorts of stuff. And Skullboy... Thank you. It's a ukulele that runs in the family. It runs like a flea, if you know what I mean. But it's a really nice ukulele. It's an electric. I plug it in from time to time into the wall, and it permeates potpourri out of the sound hole. I just like saying P words more than not. It's not a big deal. But if you bear with me, I'm willing to tell you anything you want to know. Let's talk money. All right. I like money just as much as the next guy. Read some of these comments here. Oh, hey. Yeah. I thought I was going to be alone today. Shoot. Okay. I just got... How's my tie look? Is he looking at me? Okay. If he comes up behind me with a knife, let me know, please. By then it'll be far too late, but at least you can, plan the funeral and arrange everything for me. It'll all be there, and I'm writing the note right now. I'm joking. But I wasn't expecting company. You guys still want to hang out? Because happy Friday, by the way. It means a lot to me that Friday is here and that I'm with you. Friday, not like any other day. I love Friday, I do. Friday, I'm getting hungry all of a sudden. My cat comes out of nowhere, filling up the room. My bloody little kitty, my kitty cat is coming home. My kitty, my itty bitty kitty you have a cat, go grab that little sucker right now and give it a kiss right on his little feline lips. I know I will. Oh, I almost was able to. She just jumped up there, though. She's very elusive. And I do everything for my cat. Because I love my kitty. We live in Kitty City. Far away from the dogs of Wall Street. Kitty. It's a work in progress. It's about my cat. The song. If you couldn't tell. It's not much, well, I think it actually goes more something like this. Right? Something like that one. And then it goes on for about 3 more hours until it finally just winds down and eats its own tail and follows us and everybody else into oblivion. Fishing village on the east coast of Canada. Hi, my name is Storie Grubb. I live about 30 miles away from the Pacific Ocean on the central coast of California. You see my cat back there? She's climbing up the boxes over there. She's way over there. Oh, okay. She is just a climbing fool. This is my purgatory. We live, sometimes I do meet and greets here. I do office, visits and stuff with my purgatorian friends. It's a special level of hell meant for office type, that we spent too much time focusing on the bottom line than we did on our creative output. And our love for the world got overlooked, and now we have to suffer for it and toil. Along with all these turd demons from the third level of hell who, because they're made of turds, they kind of seep through the walls, and they seep all the way down into the other levels because they're really greasy. Disgusting turd. I hate, of all the demons out there, I'm telling you what, folks, turd demons are the worst. I don't know how much more clear I can be about that. Yeah, somebody's catching my whiffs. Well, I've got friends in low places, down under places. Howdy, Pastor. How you doing down there? Keeping the rear end secure, I see. The hind end, how would you say the back? The back. Either way, it sounds odd. I just mean you're looking at the back. You got our backs. I'm trying to read the chat with my peripherals. And right now I'm sensing a disturbance in the Florence. So, this is just one of those moments in time when you just gotta ask yourself a simple question: get busy living, or get busy dying. The choice is all yours, but mostly mine. Now get off my lawn, you sons of bitch. Okay, here we go. Let's see what's going on. I just ate Taco Bell. I shall soon become a once back in god dang, it was 1999. I ate some acid, and me and my friends dropped some acid and didn't do anything. It was like bunk or something like that. Yeah, didn't do anything. And so we went into we lived in Southern Oregon. Went to Grants Pass because we were outside of town, went into town, went to Taco Bell. I was hungry as hell, so I ate some of my stuff back out to the place. But then we finished our food out there, and I had the worst bout of LSD diarrhea that you could imagine. And I was stuck in this little mobile home bathroom with like the walls that were made out of that fake wood stuff, and it was just turning into like, you know, cabin in the woods stuff, you know, in front of my eyes. And the acid kicked in like 4 hours later or something. It was like some crazy. My other friend who actually ate some too, he went all the way back home because he was like, "Well, sorry guys, that sucks. It didn't work." He got back and because he was living with his mom at the time, and he said it kicked in for him like 5 hours later, and he was at his house with his mom, and it was like in the middle of the night, and Anyways, all I'm trying to say is that if you're gonna have diarrhea, there's no better way to do it than in a cabin in the woods, high on LS. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. To each his own. That was a long time ago, in a county far, far away. hmm Josephine County, actually. That's the county that Grants Pass is in. Got up to a lot of mischief there, and mischief, mischief mostly. I like mischief just as much as I like mischief. What? I took her. Guess who? Wow, Johnny. That's pretty good. But I have to say, being a wheelchair ridden, you know, person myself, a woman myself, you know, I might find offense to that. But I'm sure somebody would. And I'm sure there's a cartoon that Disney made about something very similar to that that we're all supposed to also react to. I mean, as well we should. Believe me, don't get me wrong. It's just that, you know, it's we're all bound. We're all bound by the fate of our own destruction. How about that? How about that? How about them apples? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. Where can I apprentice for mad scientist while living in a lab? Where can't you, right? People do that in the walls. People live in people's crawl spaces. You know, they have a heart, a determination. So do you. You've got something in you. I know you do. It's just a matter of you finding the right space. Usually it's when somebody leaves the door open. You go inside and you crawl inside and then you find a little nook and you make that nook your home and you practice, practice, practice. Makes perfect, baby. That's all. Come on now. Everybody knows that. Come on. It's all good. No, it's all good. You're good. Chip it on you. Gosh. I mean, I've probably been there a few times myself too, but or some other people's parents, anyways. It was wild to to see through that veil and how other people do it as well or don't do it. I guess whatever. I was just thinking of a time when I did. I thought I could fly, and I went to the top of a building, and I jumped off, and I flew like a frickin' bird, baby. For 20 miles, I flew. It was beautiful. It was on a different planet. I lived on a different planet for about 10 years, but it was, you know, it was cool. I didn't have any food, didn't have any water. Our pets' heads were falling off. But I flew for 20 miles, god damn it, and I lived to tell the tale. Sorry, 1 second. Do you have a napkin? Here, here. God dang. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, okay. So, you know, that around that time was when I realized how irresponsible I had been, and that it was time for me to take control of my own destiny once again, and then once again, go back once again to where I once began. Once again, what the devil? I honestly don't know. I didn't know that they hired a new guy. I thought that and he seems to have the code out of this place. How is it that he's only been here a day? I've been here 39 years. And he's already got the code. Play it cool. I didn't say anything. Besides, they're always listening. The producers, they're always listening. And then the oh, thank you. Who sent you? I mean, what's your name? No? Okay. You okay? I know that story was pretty touching. I wasn't trying to strike a chord. So you got the code, huh? They gave you the code. Yeah. Huh. What are you drawing? Hmm? That's beautiful. Demons and oh, you got Kitty City there. And, yeah, that's really good. Oh, that's much better. Much. Oh, that's much better. Now I can sing that song I was hoping to sing for everybody. Yeah, baby. Here we go. One more time. Alright, that's about enough of that. Christ. I remember a time when I was a child when I tried to jump over a little brook in our backyard. We lived in the middle of all these crazy pastures with cows and all this stuff, as far as you could see. And I tried to jump over this little brook that was all muddy and stuff, and I fell right in the middle of it, and I realized it was all cow poop and cow pee and stuff. I got real sick, and I threw up a little bit. My brother laughed, and I wrote a song about it. I forgot how the song goes. I wish I could play it, but I can't. But I could have sworn I wrote a song about it. It's just one of those things you can't forget, that you don't want to forget, that life goes on. That once you give into it, once you let go, cut yourself some slack. Try to if you can't jump over that brook, you're gonna fall in the mud flat in the face and find out that it's catapie and pee pee. Well, and that's what you got to do to get through it. Whatever, just got to do it. God dang it! Sorry, people are writing stuff. Holy cow! Allie. Goodbye, Danny. Sorry, I missed some messages there. Pilgrim. Our time has come. Oh, it's here. Hello, vegan. I wonder if this is Terry. I haven't heard his voice yet. He's been coming in here for about 3 weeks now. I never heard his goddamn voice. He likes to draw. I'll give him that much. Yeah. That's why it's important that we all congregate in the same place, preferably under the same roof somewhere. Got to get a big old fat barn or something, Now barricade the doors and the windows. Dig holes where we can crawl in tunnels and have a secret society underneath the ground. But I don't know why that is so hard for people to understand. That's exactly what I want to do. It's like when I say underground, I mean let's get underground. We got time for this chicken neck BS kind of stuff. We got to get underground, get some things done. We are the seeds that we need to plant for the future. I mean, the sooner we get under the dirt, we're gonna be. That sounds really dark. I didn't mean like that, or any way, such way. I just meant that Well, I see potential in all of this, god dang it. And I see that potential squandered. Stretched thin. So thin that we can't even grasp onto the crazy little creatures that we actually are underneath these waxy, no good, silly, greasy little moist. Anyways, I'm just being a dumbass. College, working. College, working. That makes sense. Yeah. Working, college. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Everything does. Everything does now. Thank you. Thank you. Working. All of us are, well, I thought that we were having a conversation about the do's and don'ts at Disney World, but I could be wrong. At least I thought that's what we were talking about. And um, Aaron's dreams. So, but like I said, I could be wrong, Cody. We're talking about you now, baby. Cheers. Salud, everybody. Shoot. What the hell is that? It's like there's a hole. There's blood. Oh, the tie can't cover that up. Nope, it's all going downhill. There we go. I gotta hold my gut in there. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to tell you all that I really appreciate the company. That's all, and thank you for the likes. Usually, on this channel, I'm sitting here and I'm working on a illustration. Yeah. Usually I'm drawing blowhorns and magpies, but today I wanted to do something different and show off my new glasses, my new haircut, and because I was wearing my special shoes and I just felt like cozying up to the camera right up close and stuff and just sort of it's Friday and I don't know. I think I have some poop in my pants or something too, but still, it doesn't matter. I'm you would tell me if somebody was sneaking up behind me with a knife, wouldn't you? Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm glad he wasn't here for that. But yeah, if anybody walks up behind me with a bat or just at all, just like give me some kind of signal in the comments, like bat or something, like bat with exclamation points. Thank you. You'll thank me later, and I do appreciate you in advance. Mm. There's big fires where we live. And then this morning I woke up and it was raining and the fires were out. And that happened because last night I told the fires to go away. And Mother Nature brought rain clouds. And as the rain clouds were leaving, they said, "Thank you, Storie." And I said, "Thank you, rain clouds." And it was so pretty. I just had the best day ever. And everything just happened just the way it should have. Mm-hmm. I even found this skateboard. Yeah. There was this kid using it and I just knocked him off of it and I took it home. Isn't that cool? Yeah, everything works out for a reason, everybody. Just got to be positive. Does anybody want to go surfboarding later? Surfboarding? That's like how you would know like somebody's undercover or something like that. Hey, does anybody want to go surfboarding later? That just cracks me up for some reason. Tiny Tim, California. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I want what he's having. Brandon, already got you. Hey, Brandon asked for one, a double. Yeah, Brandon needs a double. Why doesn't he draw anymore? Thatch, why don't you ask me? He's right here. I mean, I'm right here. I'm right here. I draw all the time. I drew this morning. And now I just wanted to talk about it. Okay, so right now I could be drawing a little circle with like a nose next to it, and the little circle looks like a little eyeball with like little flower petals coming off of it and stuff, with these little lines like spaghetti coming off the side of that, with things that look like acorns coming off of those, with little tips that look like nipples and stuff. It's really cool. I can see it in my head, but it's hard to articulate. I'm thinking about surfboarding now. I can't wait to get to the ocean. It's Friday. I just wanted to say hi in person. I'm sorry I'm disappointing you. Oh, I just found some broken glass. Weird. Oh, yeah, no, it's real. Yeah, that's real. Oh, damn. Probably shouldn't have eaten that other stuff from earlier then. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Huh. You and then British accent. Well, what are you guys having? What are you guys doing? Where are you guys from? Aaron almost has it. I was not expecting to catch that. But I'm glad you saw it. It was kind of unexpected. I wish that my cat would come down and say hi, because she's the real star. Her name's Crabigail. Crabigail. It's a little bit out of tune. And when I say a little bit, I mean all of it, everything. But I think that's just because the world is spinning so fast today. Where is the cat? The cat is on the ceiling somewhere, doing her thing. The guitar. I know that very painting you're talking about. I actually love that painting. Blue period, Picasso. Tuna fish. It's in the hat or in the bag. When I'm trying to read you guys' comments. When the cat dances. Yeah, Abigail. When she gets in my lap. Yesterday, yeah, around like, I don't think it matters what time it was, but it was just around. It was like 7:03 at night, and she jumped into bed and she kept looking over at me, like she wants to get under the covers or something with me or something, but she's so hesitant. And my cat, man, I would say, honestly, 90% of the time, I've said this 1,000 times, 90% of the time I can't touch her because she's just untouchable. But she does her own thing, you know. I've just never had a cat that she's never crawled into my lap. I've had her for 2 years, and she's like, actually, she did it live. I was drawing live when I used to draw, uh, and I haven't drawn in like pretty freaking long time, probably like, I don't know, like 10 hours or something like that. So oh yeah, I was working on. If you want to see the kind of stuff that I draw. It's that kind of crap. It's that kind of crap. And then I have a guitar in this hand. And I have a baby in my other hand. Hey, Snoring? Yeah, Terry, how's it going? My producer. Sorry, I have to sort of, he's on the loudspeaker. I've got to sort of take this just for a second. What you doing? Oh, nothing, Terry. Just talking to the kind people on YouTube. What are you doing? Oh, I'm doing my job. Sorry, I'm doing my job. Why aren't you drawing? I mean, that person brought up a good comment. Why aren't you drawing? My hand had a little cramp in it, and then I'll get my homework. And what? That's what I was hoping that you would buy. The excuses. I hope that you. No, I don't buy that at all. Yeah. I think you should cease communication or start drawing immediately. Well, I'm really tired, Terry. I'm tired of the rigmarole. I'm tired of being told what to do. If you don't do it, you don't get any chocolate milk. Okay. Dang. Oh, ew. Why is there blood on that? Is that somebody's finger? Anybody? No? It's not yours? No? Whose finger is this? No? Okay. Nobody's gonna tell me whose fingers this is, huh? You sick bastards. You sick sickos. There, you can have your finger back. What's your name, Presley? Get the frack out of here. You don't belong here. No, I'm just kidding. I need you. Yeah, the light. There you go. Perfect. Sorry, everybody. I'm gonna nip this in the bud if it's the last thing I ever do, which it will be. This is the last time I'm broadcasting from here because I quit drawing. That's right. You heard it here first. And last. I'm going to devote my life, for the rest of my life, to nature magazines. Where to begin? Gotta change the name of the channel. Storie Grubb Nature Magazines. Storie Grubb Nature Magazines. Yeah. And then, what is nature? What is nature? What is nature? What does nature mean to me? Why is nature so mean to me? Why is nature so frickin' mean to me? Why does Mother Nature hate me? Yeah. The first article. Why does Mother Nature hate me and want me dead? Perfect. This is gonna be great. I need to interview somebody big, somebody enormous, like big, disgustingly big. Let's see what. No, that person. They're deceased. Who else is out there? I can't think of Meatloaf. No, he's dead. They're all. There's nobody left. If anybody has any ideas, please. There's a slot open for a ginormous person in this documentary I'm gonna make. It's gonna be really worth your while, Aaron. You especially. Oh, Pilgrim, it happens. Oh. Cat Stevens. Live at 5 Stamp. That's a good observation. Yeah. Because I certainly have that voice. Up next, up yours. Coming up next, up yours. And now the weather. With this slimy son of a bitch, Rick. Hey, Rick, how's the weather, you prick? It's fine, Billy. How's the weather over there, you son of a bitch? Oh, super. That's at least how we talk on the boat. Right before we try to hit each other with the paddles and knock each other over. There was actually a true crime story about that. How some guy killed his friend that way. Hit him over the head and left him for dead. And then he had to circle him and shoot him. Because he was still kicking. He was above water. He thought that he would sink because he had this thing ready. Long story short, it didn't work. And you don't kill your friends. That's not how you do business. Or you can. And everybody dies. Everybody dies anyways. Might as well make it interesting. That's all I gotta say about that. All I gotta say! Sorry. Let's see. Talking to a screen. That's it's therapy. It's therapy. It's I think I'm trying to. I think I'm trying. I think I'm trying. I think I'm. I think I'm trying to say therapy. It's therapeutic. Um, Helps me stay fresh, wicked, ugly, clever, hideous, all that crap. Helps me focus. It's good practice for when I go out into the real world and experience people asking me the same sorts of questions and what I would say for them. It's good for me to take my time and answer things the way I want to answer them on my own turf before the sun comes in and I lose another finger. But then that means we all got to fight our own ghosts. We got to fight our own demons. And whatever that means to anybody else is one thing, but it's not what it means to me. Does anybody want some cheese? Thatch, do you want some cheese? Behind you. Thank you, Aaron. Bat! Oh, it was just him again. It's therapy for my back, Thatch. It's therapy for my back. Get it. They call it therapy, but dog, I just gotta pee, because my bladder's full, and I'm a big numbskull. It's called therapy. It makes me think of syrup out of a tree, honeybees on a Saturday afternoon, when you're snuggled up with your love in a big balloon. I think that's how that one went. I don't know. I don't think he'd remember. And then also just common sense everyday stuff that the stuff that happens every day to you that you don't really even think about, like how there's like microscopic meteors that come out of the sky and they hit your head 20 times a day. And so when you do this kind of stuff and you release certain endorphins and sugar molecules and the art molecule comes like pouring through you and everything, you're spitting out those meteors and you're healing those microscopic little meteor holes that are all over you. And it's therapy for that too. It's making artist therapy. What can I say? I don't know how else to say it, Thatch. But I love you. You know that. Why do I have blood on my shirt under my tie? It's probably blood from when I got cut or something. Maybe yeah, I imagine. I'm also in a club that I'm not supposed to talk about. See, Thatch, you got it. Yes, talking to the screen is therapy for my back. You got it. Thank you. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Well, and then you've been, I've been everywhere. Florentine, cut away. Cut away. Dueling banjos, alchemist, fight. there's one called Art Club. The first rule of Art Club: there are no rules in Art Club. Second rule of Art Club is that you don't tell anybody about Art Club. That sounds like a rule to me. There was a fancy word for it that I never got to use by the end of the time that I had spent on this planet. You see, I've been here a few different times in a few different forms and I've worn a few different faces. Some of them weren't even human. It was a little bit awkward. It was a little tendrically. Yeah, I don't know the other word for it. Coily. I'm just making up words now. Lo siento, friends. Lo siento. You know what I'm getting at. And then thirdly, it just wasn't all it was cracked up to be, because it's all about the experience. It's all about the pain. It's all about the life. It's all about the death. It's all about everything. Everything that we're going to be someday. That we already are already. Took me a minute to catch up to that one with all the head nods. I don't know if you noticed. I had to catch up. I'm not a big fan of mustard, but I love ketchup. Sorry about that, folks. I have a very, very silly, awkward way of laughing sometimes. And it makes me very thirsty. Sometimes it's hard to quench when you can't get rid of that stench. You know what I mean? There's a certain stench to life sometimes that you can't get rid of. You can't quench that stench. And I wrote a song about it. It goes like this. You can't quench your stench when you're out there in the trench of life, you bloody, bloody wench. I think that's the beginning of it, and I think it ends the same way about maybe like 10 seconds after that. But it was worth every penny, every chance it took for me to write that song. I took it. Life is making art is about life isn't about life and life. Art and life is about making art and I can't read the damn cue cards. Can you hold the damn cue cards up? Thank you. Art in life is about making sacrifices that change the world when you least expect it. Thank you, Jimmy. Now you can go. You're fired. Get the hell out of my office. Go right now. Thank you. Well, no more cue cards. I'm going off the cuff now, folks. Cue cards are gone. Nobody's there to hold them up, and I don't care no more. Okay. UFO post office from Men in Black. Oh man, I love Mother Nature's Son. That's one of my favorite songs of all time. I even if I knew how to play it, I couldn't do it justice. But even if I could, it would copyright me. It wouldn't let me do it. But that's one of my favorite songs. It's interesting, like growing up with those songs. I got into those albums like the Beatles and stuff when I was in my late teens. I'm like 18, early 19 years old or something. And then they later on in life, you know, you learn more about those albums, because at first they're so magical, and when you're getting into them, I couldn't stop. I would like obsess over them, just like I did with anything I liked. But then, and they were worth obsessing over because they were just so interesting to listen to, especially their, you know, mid era stuff. You know, the Beatles, um, like Sgt. Pepper and Rubber Soul is really great. What the devil? I've never heard that noise before. Well, the FBI and the CIA are here. They're going to be crashing in the door any second now, friends. This isn't the last you've heard of me. If this is the last thing you hear of me, it's not the last you'll hear of me. Let's just say that. You know, I've been true to my word. I would never lie to you. I've told nothing but the truth, and uh, so help me heaven, I am here to help. That's why I think this is gonna happen. And maybe just maybe every once in a while, something good might come out of it. That's all. That's all. That's all I gotta say. Just gotta know how to read the room, I guess. But you know, you gotta cut yourself some slack too. You know, you look at yourself in the mirror 3 times in the dark with a candle, with just a candle. Say your name 3 times, blow out the candle, and wait for the demon to come out. If the demon doesn't come out, you're good. But if the demon comes out, you're probably toast. Just pray the demon doesn't come out, or just don't do that trick at all. Really, I wouldn't. I just like doing weird stuff. I just like getting away with murder. You've been here for. Jeez, who said that? Brandon? Thank you. Bloody Mary. Yeah, I was just messing. You can. It'd just be funny. It's like that's sort of like Beetlejuice too, you know. I haven't seen the second one. I don't even want to anymore. I don't even want to watch anything anymore if I can help it. I don't even want to help it. I like making art. It is so much fun. I'm gonna drive off in my car into the ocean and go away forever. It's based on a true story that hasn't actually happened yet. You're right. When I get diagnosed with some kind of like lung tissue cancer, I'm just gonna drive into the ocean and float away and live with my best friends under the sea, my UFO friends that live under the sea. USOs is what they call them. I call them friends. I've been working on that for 3 centuries. Haven't gotten much better. These strings are actually about 279 years old, so I mean, that's probably, if I were more. All these years, I've gotten okay with playing, but I still don't know how to change a string to save my eternal. My eternal life. I don't know how else I would say that. I'm trying to read the comments too, because I want to read the comments, so I'm going to go down here. If you play the second Beetlejuice in reverse, it sounds like. I bet it does. I buried Paul. Ooh, yeah. I just sort of re-listened to the Nine Inch Nails version of Hurt recently for the first time in a while. It's good. It's a both versions are quite magical. That was my wedding song, Hurt. Or there's some guy behind me. Oh. Hey. I think they're gonna replace me or something because it's kind of. Terry hasn't been returning my calls, and the intercom has been broken for about 3 days. So he was talking to me earlier, but I have no way of contacting him anymore. So I'm kind of scared. Either that or he was sent to kill me. So this might be my last broadcast. Or he's just here to hang out, but he seems to know the code to the door that I wasn't given, and I've been here 39 years. He's only been here 50 minutes and 25 seconds. And counting. And I don't care if I don't care what I have done to deserve to not get my chocolate milk anymore. I don't deserve death, and I deserve to know what that code is so I can leave here when I want to. I've been here too long. And I think today's the day where I'm finally going to tell Terry how I feel. I am going to tell upper management and the other producers exactly how I feel. I'm not going to, I mean, I might, I mean, I'm terrified thinking about doing it, but I already have a backup plan just in case they get mad, and so I can. Just kidding, like just gotcha, that kind of thing. So, the trick is to make it seem genuine. Genuinely speaking, it's kind of hard to be like genuine. It's because it's just so hard in this day and age for people to be honest with themselves. How do we expect to be genuine with each other and stuff if we can't be genuine with ourselves? So whenever I say genuine, I was all of us, like you, me, and everybody on the genuine tree, I think. Spring off. It's been 17 years since I've had chocolate milk. And it's in my contract that I probably shouldn't be saying this in front of him. Why is it hard to be genuine? Because I live in Antarctica, and all this time they told me it was the moon. Thatch. It's just all sort of messed up and upside down. But I'm here for the milk, and I want the milk. I'm not going to get the milk, they're not going to get the kind of art that they want. Because I'm not going to get the kind of therapy that I don't want either, Thatch. And then everything's upside down from there and inside out. But that's what makes art actually art. It makes it arty. It makes it arty. It makes it artful. Yes. This has been the Twilight Zone. You have been watching. Has it? This is the golden hour zone. The Goldilocks zone. There's somebody behind me, isn't there zone. What do you want to do? Are you hungry? Are you all hungry? You want some pizza? Pizza on a Friday night sounds so good to me. Pizza on a Friday night sounds so good to me. All the pizza in the world couldn't keep me from loving you, darling. All the pizza in the world couldn't help the heartburn coming. I'm also I write songs for boy bands, and so that was one that I've been working on for the past probably 97 years or something like that. And this is one we were working on earlier. Shoo-be-doo-bop-boo-doo-bop. 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 Yeah. Shoo-be-doo-bop-boo-doo-bop. Ooh. Yeah, this is what we do after hours when everybody goes home. There's not much else to do. We just have a bunch of crap lying around. It's like Tom Hanks' character in Big. He gets to play with all the toys while the adults are gone. So that's what we're doing. We have a big hamster wheel that's right next to a big, huge glass that overlooks this park that's 40 stories down. And we're going to go spinning in the wheel and try to break the glass. And it's going to be really cool, but we'll get it on film if anything weird were to happen. That's what we're filming now. We're hoping something weird happens. But so far, the hairy roaches haven't come out yet. I see their eyes underneath all the machines and stuff, but their red eyes are glowing, but they're not coming out just yet. They're not coming out just yet. On that note, yes, we should all be thankful. And who is that? Megan? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's just some person that works here. I don't know. I mean, I thought it was me all this time, but apparently he told me that he's been here for 15 years, and I'm it's the first I've ever seen him. So we have the same shirt. I just don't get it. I don't know why. I don't know how it's possible that it's not a big room. It's not a big room. I don't even know how there's anybody else even here. So I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of that. I will let you know, Megan, for real. It's possible. I mean, I didn't even realize y'all could see him until somebody commented on it and said, "There's a person back there behind you with a bat gonna kill you." And I said, "What?" You know. And then we talked about Waldo and all that kind of stuff. Are we hiring? They are probably afraid Terry is going. If you were a hamster, you would be the one that went in the microwave. Oh yeah, I would be. So that's for darn sure. I always think about the gremlin in the Gremlins movie, the first one, when the mom throws the gremlin in the microwave and it just explodes in there. Yeah, that's me. That's me for sure. Thank you for taking notice. So, at any rate, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. And spread some joy. If you have a cat, let me know. Because I'd like to come over and pet it. Thank you for all the likes. Aaron, it was a pleasure. Sorry. You have a cat? Most cats are really cool. My cat's cool. She's just different. I don't know where she is right now. Huh? All right, everybody. You be careful out there. Cat my pet. Cat my pet. Cat my pet. But yes, take care of yourselves. Take care of your pets. Drink some water. Did she come back?
Hello?
My cat. The cat came back and you're gonna be in trouble. Hey yeah, my cat came back.
I tell you something about that cat.
Yeah, I hate saying goodbye. I'm not good at it, but I appreciate all the likes and the company as usual. Thank you, Passer. And just so y'all know, I gotta say, this is my old friend. This is like an old friend of mine I've known since I was a kid.
We're not friends.
I know we're not friends, but I like to say that I have at least one friend. But he's the guy that I was looking for all those months.
It's not me.
When all I would talk about was this guy for like couldn't find him for like months, and then I found out where he was, and then he finally
disappear again.
That's about that. So maybe I no longer have it. We're getting anything in 2 hours. Thanks for reminding me. Just be careful out there. Take care of yourselves. And maybe next time I'll draw. I don't know. Y'all are not friends. We have our moments. Thank you, Megan. And everybody. Zolos, 570 PA Angler, Megan, Brandon, Pilgrim, Aaron, I think I said Aaron. Thank you for the company. I really appreciate it. Y'all be safe now. Do you want to wave? Them goodbye? No. Okay.